Hey, good afternoon, everybody. And today happens to be the 6th of January, 2020. And things are kicking off with a bang, so to speak, in one way or another. A little bit of violence in the world. Talk about, whether or not we've started, Trump has started World War III. That remains to be seen, but anyway, I kind of decided I was looking for a new job and all that stuff, and things I wanted to do didn't seem to be turning out right, so I thought, well, let me just change my profession a little bit. And so, believe it or not, as much as I'm against gas and oil cars, that kind of stuff, I think I'm going to learn how to become a auto mechanic, a grease monkey. And I'm at the family's taller, the workshop, the auto mechanic, general auto mechanics and tire repair, new tires and all that good stuff. But anyway, it's kind of weird, but I seem to have picked up an interest in it. Maybe that's because my computer career didn't seem to be going anywhere like I wanted it to. But anyway, so not to badmouth Tesla, because I'm all for Tesla. I think Tesla's great. However, my general experience so far has been kind of strange, let's put it that way. Because when I talked with the sales guy, his name's Alex, he said it was a one-day operation. And I got the smallest unit they had, the 3.78 kilowatt system for my house, and one Tesla power wall. But anyway, supposed to take 8 hours. Well, 8 hours turned into basically let's just say it 4 days, because they couldn't finish it the first day, so they had to come back and finish it the second day. Then they had to come back and work on it some more the third day, and finally I think it was the fourth day that they finished, more or less. And so then, the stuff that was to be expected was, a little delay. They talk about, 4 to 6 weeks, something like that, for get the approval to turn the power unit on. And well, the first thing that happened was that maybe, CenterPoint Energy just doesn't, maybe the guy needed glasses or something, but he couldn't see what he wanted to see, so he sent me a letter saying, hey, this is a 40 amp and it should be something else. And so I called up the people that worked on my, put together my system, and I said, hey, this is why it's I can't turn it on yet. And so they had it looked into, and it was all a big misunderstanding. But finally, last week I got an email from CenterPoint saying, you have permission to turn on your power wall. So many words. They didn't say exactly like that. But, so I turned it on. And of course, my permission was for January 1st of 2020. And what was it doing January 1st, 2020? Heavy clouds and raining hard. What was it doing the second day of January of 2020? Heavy clouds and raining hard. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking at my thing, and I got this error on my inverter, a little amber light up here in the corner, the upper right hand corner, and it had an alert on it. So anyway, so I called up Tesla and said, hey, is this because there's no energy in the power wall, and there's lots of clouds and lots of rain, and just so it's showing an amber light? And they said, well, no, it shouldn't be like that. Did you turn the breaker on? I said, well, yeah, I turned the breaker on. It was inside the house. Well, apparently there was another breaker on the outside that I had failed to turn on. And so I went and turned it on and stuff, and hey, there, amber light went away. Of course, it didn't help because it was, cloudy and rainy and all that. And it wasn't just light clouds, it was thick clouds. That was on Thursday. So Wednesday and Thursday, my first 2 days that I was supposed to be able to turn my system on, I couldn't do it because of the weather. Anyway, Friday was a nice day. It was, cool. It wasn't cold, but it was cool, and I think mid 50s, 58, 59 maybe. And anyway, all of a sudden I saw my battery started charging, and so I said, all right. I couldn't wait to have my battery charged, my Powerwall charged by the end of the day. I haven't got it beyond 53% in like since Friday. Because Friday was a good day, Saturday was a good day, Sunday was a good day. Today, a little bit of clouds, but still a relatively, decent day. And apparently, what I'm discovering, unless there's some other issue somewhere, that my system isn't big enough to charge up the battery, the Tesla Powerwall, in one day. It needs, like, if I can do 25% a day, and so 25, I got my Tesla wall is set to hold off for emergencies at 25%. And so it gets down to 25%, and then it starts drawing from the grid again. That's the way I understand it. So anyway, so I get down to, so if I do anything during the day to use electricity, it drops from the battery, everything seems to be working right. Then it gets down to 25%, and if it gets down that low, then it starts drawing off the grid. And so today, yesterday it charged up and used a little bit last night. Today we had gone all day, and here it is, about 3:30 thereabouts on a Monday, the 6th of January, and I looked at my clock, at my Tesla energy thing, and it was showing 53% charge on my Powerwall. So maybe I'll get a little more, but then tonight when we get home, we'll be using it a little bit, so it'll drop it back down. So the obvious conclusion is that my system ain't big enough to, and I got the 3.78, in case y'all want to know, 3.78 kilowatt system, and it cannot charge, or doesn't seem to be able to charge, one Tesla Powerwall in one day. So if you want to get it full, apparently you can't do anything like 2, 3, maybe 4 days. So unless we wash and dry clothes tonight, the washing is off my off-grid system, but the dryer's on the on-grid, which means it uses the Tesla solar system. So unless we use the dryer, that'll suck up a little juice. If we do that, then I'll lose a little bit and all that stuff. We have a couple of lights going on during nighttime before we go to bed. So, use a little bit. But so far, in 5 days of testing and watching and everything, it's like most I can get is 50%, 53%. So we'll see how that goes, though. I'll let you know next week. But anyway, I'm still a happy camper. It makes me feel good that I got an electric car, 2015 Nissan Leaf, in case I hadn't told you that before. And so it's electric, and oh yeah, and I charge my car off my house at nighttime, so that sucks a little bit of the juice out of it. Forgot about that part. So it's, but it doesn't go, so we'll just see how it goes. I'll have to look at it again tomorrow morning, because I'll be charging it tonight. I'll have to look at it tomorrow morning and see how much it dropped. I was going to do that today, and I forgot to look at it and see what it was showing. But anyway, I'll find out, and then my next vlog, I'll let you all know what happened. But anyway, so that's my big news. Let's see. So I got my system up and running. It's a little lacking in what I want it to be, or rather it be, but hey, I'm a proud owner of a solar system on my house, proud owner of an electric vehicle, and in case you haven't heard, or I didn't tell you, Fully Charged, which is a show about renewable energy of all sorts, electric vehicles of all sorts, and windmills and water and hydro power and wind power and all that stuff. Fully Charged puts on a really good show, And this February, 1st and 2nd, which is a Saturday and Sunday, they'll be here in Austin, Texas. First time in the U.S. And if you haven't got your tickets, I would suggest you all go and get it, because it's going to be a thrill. It's going to be mind-boggling and also informative. And we'll learn a lot. And plus you get to meet some people, because the people from Fully Charged will be there, of course. And Zach and Jesse from Now You Know will be there. They'll be up there on stage with Robert Llewellyn. And let's see, who else? Ken, gummit, I would forget his name when I'm doing the video here, but anyway, Ken from, he's got a YouTube channel about EVs, and it's called EV Revolution. That's the name of his show. And he seems to be a pretty nice guy and pretty informative. And he'll be there, and I'll be looking forward to meeting him and all the other people and whoever else shows up. You know, if I think the lady from Oregon, hey, I'm over 25, so you know my memory's starting to fade a little bit, you know. But anyway, Nikki Bloomfield. I hope I didn't butcher her name, but anyway, Nikki Bloomfield, she and some of her people will be there. And so, you know, I look forward to meeting them all, at least shaking her hand and saying howdy and like your show, that kind of stuff. And that'd be it cost me, I bought a ticket for my wife and me. I already made reservations at the Best Western Hotel there in the Circuit of the Americas, yeah, Best Western there, and I'm all set to go. I'm probably even, I don't know if my wife's going to make it or not, but we'll see. I'm trying to talk her into it, and if I have to, I'll drive the Toyota Tacoma, you know, V6. I'd rather do it in my Leaf. Take a little longer to get there, but we'll see how it goes. You know, whatever way, I'm going to be there, and hope you all can make it too. You know, if you haven't made reservations, do it now. Get your ticket, man, because it's going to be something. Anyway, got to go. Got things to do and stuff to learn about. I'm trying to install this motor and lift for the driver window in this Corolla, and they don't seem to want to cooperate for anything. So, hey, it's part of learning how to be a mechanic. Anyway, so hope you all enjoyed the show. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, you thought it sucked, give me a thumbs down. And tell me why you didn't like it if you want to. Tell me why you liked it if you want to. And take a look at the links below, the description. And you can always email me at runEVrun2019 at gmail.com. That's my email for this channel here. And anyway, y'all have a good day, and just remember, run, EV, run. All right, bye.